to start recording. Now, a big welcome to you to our first ever Zoom presentation for our team. My name is Jerry. If you are seeing me for the first time, it's a pleasure seeing you too. And tonight we want to look at smarts, how this smart MEV bot presents a unique opportunity for us to take advantage of. We would like to go into details how it actually works. I will be discussing few strategies on how you can also build your personal team or your business and how you can take the leading role in this technology to build what we call a solid structural income. Those of you who are with me on other things, you know how much I believe so much in building a community and then also building that room to make structural income. So with your permission, without saying or without much ado, let me quickly take you to my screen and then again, just to be on the safe side, if you can see my screen again, I would like you to drop a big yes in the presentation box, in the chat box. If you can see my screen, then let's go right in. Now, we are talking about smarts, and the question is, what is actually smart? What is all this about? You've seen us make so much noise in the group about smart. What actually is smart and what does it bring or what does it offer? Now, in a layman's language, smart is just a high performing MEV bot, right? MEV bot or platform that has been built to identify and extract value from blockchain in real time. Now, if you have been my student and my follower, in the recent days, I've been trying to update you on how the MEV strategy actually works. I will be taking you in there in a minute, but then let me give you a brief gist about how this whole thing works and why it keeps making uninterrupted profit for us on daily basis, right? Now, this platform has been built, with an advanced mean pool tracking, and then with precise and automated MEV strategies, smart captures, inefficiencies before they surface on the market. Now, let me be very practical. Those of you who have been in this crypto space for long, or if you have fair knowledge on how crypto actually works, I remember back in those days, one of the issues that we really debated about was the fact that if you are trading on a decentralized exchange, let's say if you are trading on Uniswap, for instance, when you place an order, to buy or sell or to swap a token, there is a waiting area. Now, this waiting area can be likened to, let's say, on this Zoom. If I activate the habit of approving your request to join the Zoom, when somebody wants to join the Zoom, me being the host of this Zoom will be notified, right? I will be notified about somebody's request to join this room. And then it is only when I approve this guy to walk in before all other players will get to know that, oh, somebody has just walked into the room. But before he was at the door knocking, me being the host, I get the opportunity to see him. Similar thing happens when it comes to trading on a decentralized exchange. Now, we have people we refer to as validators. They had access to your trades before it even happens. They know that, okay, this is Jerry. Jerry wants to swap $100 USDT for maybe a new token that has been listed, right? And then they get to see it way before the transaction gets executed. Now, the debate then has been that it now provides rooms for people, unscrupulous, validators, to actually act fast on you. This debate I'm talking about started back then in 2017 when we were all in the crypto space talking crypto. Now, that opportunity has actually paved way for some people to create systems or even put in automated mechanisms in place that when you want to trade, they already know the impact your trade is going to have on the price of an asset, especially on meme coins, and then for that matter, newly launched meme coin. So this bot, what it does is that it has such advantage to see people who are about to make large volume of transactions, basically on new meme tokens. Now, talking about meme tokens, I would like to take you to, give me 1 minute. I would like to take you to GMGN to prove something to you. Now, when we talk about meme tokens, these are fan-based and not so much utility-based tokens, or let me say tokens just created for fun or for certain movements, right? And each day when we speak, even as I speak, every now and then, every minute, every hour, you see newly tokens being launched onto, I'm coming, a minute. Okay, sharing that with you now. So now, if you see my screen, okay. Now, if you see my screen, on the extreme left corner of my screen, you see new tokens being launched every minute, every second, even as I speak. Look at here. Pay particular attention to this. Now, this is a new token that has just been listed, right? Or that just been launched. Look at this, with 2 or 3 new transactions formed. So let me click on this token and look at something. What happens is that this is a newly launched meme coin. And you know, when tokens are launched for the first time, price is quite not stable because it just began trading. So the price will be very, very volatile. Now, if you have a system that can monitor the activities of people who want to place, you see what I'm talking about. Just a while ago, price was way back here. Then in a split second, it just went all the way down. Why? Because this is a new token called what? Polka. And not just Polka. When you go back home, you see a lot of these new tokens being created. Now, if you have a system that is able to determine, as the price is very fragile at this point, if I want to trade right now, what it do is that if I place a buy order, it's going to actually influence this price to shoot up. So the bot actually will get to know that, okay, Jerry wants to trade on this new coin that has just been created due to that backdoor entrance. And then it will rather, first of all, place the trade. It will buy this token as cheaper as it is here and then sell it instantly to me. This night, we're going to prove all that on this call. In fact, I'll take you know, when it comes to blockchain, I love to explore blockchain. I love to talk about blockchain because A on blockchain remains A, B on blockchain remains B, cannot be altered. All these data you see here are live data being displayed here. So what the MEV bot does is that it first of all picks high impact transactions pending. Once it spots somebody about to make transaction, it jumps in, takes the first buy, and then quickly wait for that guy to buy, to push the price up, and then it will sell to lock in the profit for you. And that explains why it keeps making profits upon profit upon profit, like an arbitrage trade where we don't record losses, right? Is it just a claim or is it provable? I'll take you to the back end and we're going to see it. But then that is how this system actually works. Now, let me take you back to my, a minute. Let me take you back to the slide and then let's talk more about certain characteristics or features of the smart bot. Give me 1 minute. Still going to share my screen. Okay. Now, these are the steps through which the bot actually makes money for you. The bot actually scans in the step 1. It will scan the entire blockchain to look out for pending trades that are about to happen, like I explained. Then, when it detects a large buy or a large buy order that is waiting to be executed, the bot will quickly do what we call the front run. The front run simply means that it's going to buy at a cheaper rate and then wait for you to buy for it to influence the pricing. And then immediately your buy enters, the bot now quickly, you know, trades the profit or trades this token to secure his profits at the end of the day. So this bot actually initially was launched on using the Solana chain on the 1st of May. I remember my brother here, Mayor, invited me to be part of those who would want to be the early testers of the bot. I was there on their first Zoom. I listened to them carefully. I really took my time because most of you know me. I love to do the background check before jumping in. I don't really care. I don't normally want to be the first guy. I only want to know that what I'm jumping on is actually worth doing. So from 1st May to now, I really took my time to understand how their project works, how their product works, how their bot works. And then during this time, I realized that gradually they keep building the platform, they keep developing the platform. And as we speak, apart from the Solana chain, they've now also added the Binance Smart Chain. So you have their bots trading on the Solana chain and also looking for opportunities on the Binance Smart Chain. Now, let's look at something. When the bot was then operating on the Solana chain alone, I realized that averagely they were doing about 0.6%. At the point, it wasn't so encouraging, and it drove a lot of people away. They felt that, why should I be making 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7%? People really love to see the big returns at the end of the day. But the good news is that this is even not a fake system where they will fake things to make you happy. The worst thing that can happen to you on this platform is the bot not getting trading opportunities to trade for you. It only picks trade when it is so sure it's going to make profit for you, and it doesn't put your capital at risk. For me, I am a forex trader. Most of you know me, and you know how much we've got our fingers burnt trading forex, trading crypto, and doing other things. So if you have a system that can secure your profit and will not risk your capital, it doesn't matter how long you have to wait for the profit to accumulate. The most important thing is that it keeps coming in on daily basis and then in real time. Now, when they actually increased or added the Binance chain to it, then we saw that daily performance in terms of ROI began to skyrocket. So it quickly moved from 0.6 and we're beginning to do average of 1.4, 1.5, sometimes 1.2 and all, right? So what it simply means is that with the addition of new, chain, there is possibility that we'll have access to more opportunities to trade. And the good news is that they are not done. They are about to add extra chain to the existing two, which means that if using Solana chain alone, we're doing around 0.6 average, and now they added Binance and the smart chain, and we are doing average of 1.4. What will become the next future when other chains are added, right? Now, let's also look at something. Using this same, approach, first of all, there are 4 different classes of offers or contracts available when it comes to smart. First of all, you need to subscribe to the bot for a one-time fee of $20 as we speak tonight. Thank God there's a promo ongoing currently for $9 or let's say $10 to the end of August or to the beginning of August. So if you are in the house and you have not activated the bot yet, please go ahead and get your bot activated. And of course, as a way of supporting you to feel what we are doing here, I personally promise those of course, this is a team meeting and it's our team. So anybody who signs up and willing to test any of these contracts, I am willing to take up your subscription fee for free. Once you are from the team, we and other team leaders will put our heads together, pay for your subscription for you. You don't have to pay to the end of August. Now, to the end of this month. Now, after the end of this month, this figure is doubling. In fact, it's about to jump to around $49. So if you are still waiting and observing, I still want to advise you at least activate the bot, put some $20 there and use that as the test, as the test amount to understand. Now, there are 4 contract durations that you can pick from. We have the 1-day contract, you have the 7 days contract, you have the 30 days, and then 100 days contract. Maximum is 100 days. Now, all this contract gives you the same returns as it is obtained for the day. The only difference is that when it comes to profit share, of course, the company splits profit with you, right? Whatever profit we make at the end of the day, they take their cut and then you keep the rest. So depending on the type of contract you pick, determines how you share the money. So if you pick day 1 contract, for instance, 1-day contract, what it means is that at the end of the day, assuming the company trades or the bot trades, sorry, I keep saying company, the bot trades and then makes 2% for you. The platform charges you half of that, which is 1%, and the remaining 1% comes to you, and the contract ends. Now, minimum you can do on the 1 day is just $20, and maximum is $100. So if you go for 1 day, you cannot do $200, right? Then we have the 7 days. Now, in the 7 days, instead of sharing profits 50-50 with the platform, instead of sharing profit 50-50 with the platform, you keep 55% and then they take 45%, right? When you go for the 60 days, you keep 65%, they keep 35%. Now, minimum deposit for 1 day and 2 days contract is $20. For the 1 day, maximum is $100. For the 7 days, maximum is $300. Now, when it comes to the 30 days, minimum is $100 and maximum is $1,000. And I'm not sure you really want to, of course, for the purpose of testing, you may want to maybe try out maybe 30 days with maybe some $100 or even maybe $1,000. And then at the end of 30 days, you experience how the project works. Then you can make future decisions. Now, when it comes to the best value, it is the 100 days contract that allows you to keep 80% of the profit, and then the platform keeps 20%. Now, why do they keep charging all this? They keep charging you all this because we have what we call the community rewards. And it is just funds set aside to reward those who are inviting others to be part of the platform. This is not a platform that when you join, they take your deposits, to pay somebody in terms of referral, but they only earn portions of your daily earnings at the end of the day. And that is what has been splitted into this little percentage split and then used to pay the community and also for the platform sustenance. Now, when it comes to the 100 days, minimum is still $100, but there is no maximum. And I believe most of my leaders here, that is where you normally want to operate. You want to do your things, without restrictions and all. And that is where all of us are also belonging. Now, let me also state that if you choose any of these contracts, you cannot have multiple contracts on the fewer days. But when you go for the 100 days, you can have multiple contracts. Multiple contracts here simply means that, let's say day 1, I come in and I put $500, right, for 100 days. While that is running, the next day I can choose to add one more contract, right, to make it also go for its own 100 days. This feature is actually not available on others. The more reason why you don't want to restrict yourself, because one thing I will assure you is once you start experiencing the platform, you'd want to go more and more and more, and you don't want to restrict yourself. Now, the system also allows you to experience what we call the 8th wonder of the world, right? Which is what we call the compounding interest. Guys, if you are in this space and you don't know the power of compounding your earnings, then I think you should spend tonight, just read about compound interest and see the magical effect it can have on your earnings. So let's just use a rough estimate, right? In this chart there you have, let's say you invested $1,000 for one day. Let's say you are going for 100 days. Then you invested $1,000. At the end of the day, let's say we made maybe 1.6 percent profit for the day, and then you earn $16. You can actually go ahead and withdraw this $16 because minimum withdrawal is $10, right? So at the end of the day, you have your principal plus the profit, summing up to what? 1,016. Now, it will only be 1,016 if you decide to throw back this 16 in, right? Now, what it means is that the next day, your entire capital is no more $1,000, but 1,016. And when it goes to work and also generates the same 1.6, you realize that this time around, instead of 16 flat, you are earning 16 point something, right? And then at the end of the day, your capital grows to 1,032. Now, you could have actually 32.26. You could have actually gone ahead to withdraw this, which means that the next day you were still going to still get a 16, right? So it goes on to day 7, and you realize that the more you go, the bigger your daily returns begins to grow until on the 100th day when you start receiving what? $77 for the day instead of $16. So the effect of this compound thing is that it allows you to take maximum, to make maximum use of the daily ROI rather than just withdrawing these funds and then keeping it in your wallet, which of course you still have to wait to the entire 100 days for your capital to return to it before you go ahead and spend it, right? So we have this automated compounding feature that allows you to do the compounding. And even if along the way, you have been able to compound to a point, and let's say today, you need some $20. Your daily earnings is like 20. You can pause the compounding for that day and say, look, although I am compounding, let today's profit drop in my wallet. I really want to have it for something. And then afterwards, you can go ahead and restart the compounding again. And that's just the flexibility we have in this system. Now, we also have what we call the community reward that I mentioned earlier about, which allows you as team builder or a referrer to earn at least 10% on your daily on the daily earnings of your directly referred people. What do I mean by directly referred people? People you personally invite to this platform. When they put money or when they activate any contract, you do not earn anything on their principal because the system doesn't rob Peter to pay Paul. And because they are going to pay him, or the system is going to put his money to work, assuming you are supposed to take maybe 10% of your first level's deposit. He comes in, he puts $1,000, and you are taking $100 instantly from that money. And this $1,000 is supposed to go and work for him. Then somebody up there also takes some 5%. At the end of the day, this $1,000 is already being shared. How can such system be sustained? So here, what you do is that you earn 10% on your immediate downline's earnings on daily basis. And then you also earn 5% flat from your level 2 all the way to your level 20. Now, if you are new on this score, or if you are new to marketing, network marketing, what we mean by levels or generation is that, let's say you brought me to Smart, you brought Jerry, I registered directly using your link. I am your immediate level, or your level 1, or your generation 1. Then I also have a friend, Pastor Mensah, and I invite him. I also introduce him. He becomes my level 1, but your level 2, right? This is not your direct referral, but your indirect referral. Now, from level 2 all the way to level 20, they cap the daily earnings to 5%. Guys, and that is where I want you to pay attention to. We have been in this industry for long. These things always start small, but it could grow up to, you may be seeing just 100 or 1,000 people in your team, but that could grow to several hundreds of thousand people occupying your level 1 to level 20. And all their commissions they make, all their profit they make on daily basis, you are entitled to 5% of that on daily basis, guys. 5% of that. So let's say I come in with $1,000 under you, and then at the end of the day, we made maybe 1%, and then I made, let's say, $10. That $10, because I am your immediate level, you earn, 10% of that, which is equal to $1, which will be automatically credited to your wallet for withdrawal or for consumption, and it goes on and on like that. Now, let's look at the positive outlook of this whole project when it started. We currently have over 37,000 people in the world. For me, which is the opportunity I want you to see. Ghana's population, how many people do we have in Ghana? Let's not go to Nigeria. How many people do we have in Ghana? Millions of people. But worldwide, we have only 37,000 people activating their bot. What it simply means that the entire market is there waiting for you guys. The entire market is there waiting for you. All the people who are yet to discover this platform are waiting for your call. They want you to mention to them that, look, there's something here, come and have a look. And then at the end of the day, we go into the system, we prove what is in there, right? And then we have a very smart bot. Of course, all of us, we know how it has been working so far. And then it keeps giving us daily profits, endlessly, uninterrupted. And we have a strong user base, right? Now, let's look at something. Let's look at the community reward and how it can benefit you. The figures I've been talking about. Let's look at how you can build what we call a simple, maybe 2x10 structure. 2x10 structure simply means that if you refer, let's say in the entire world, the number of people you can refer is just 2 people. And you train these 2 people to do exactly what you are doing. They should also go and get 2 friends. And let's all decide that, okay, we want to just activate a contract for $1,000 each. Do you know what that means? If that thing happens all the way to the level 10, and assuming we just make only 1% for the day, daily profit is only 1%. Do you know that at the end of the day, you are walking away with $522 every single day that we lock in profit of 1% on this simple 2x10 structure? Okay, what about people like me who can do like 200 by 10, or who can do like 2,000 by 10? What I'm just trying to say is that the more people come into the team, and they are so generous to open your levels all the way to level 20, guys, it presents some of you the biggest opportunity to leverage on your community. Of course, they are not robbing their money to pay you. You are just introducing them to something that works for them. And at the end of the day, you get rebate, which is not a crime in network marketing. Now, how do you start? Maybe you're on this call, you are here to connect. Get in touch with whoever invited you, right? Get a link from him, and then go to your decentralized wallet or any Web3 wallet. Trust wallet is okay. You can use OKS Web3 wallet. You can also use Phantom. You can use Soulflare. Or you can even decide that I don't want to use any of these wallets, but I want to use my Gmail to create accounts, right? After creating the account, proceed to make deposit to activate your bot. But as I speak tonight, from now to the end of the month, anybody who signs up in our team, my leaders and I have decided that, look, we're going to welcome you in a very special way. We are taking the activation on your off you, so you can put all that money into the bot to work for you. So the subscription from now to the end of the month is free for you, and then you can deposit at least $100 and choose the package you want to. You can try 1 day, see how it works. Maybe try 7 days, see how it works. Just that, know that when you go for 1 day, you are getting half of the daily returns that you get, because 50% goes back into the community pool and all that. You are ready to go. Of course, there are other videos on the platform to guide you on how to go about it. Now, the difference here is that this smart bot is powered by a real blockchain strategy, right? And all their trades can be proven on chain. And if I said I'll prove it, I'll prove it. Definitely we'll go into there. And we also have the community profit sharing reward model that allows you, the builders of the platform, to be the actual owners of this business, to make the most out of it. Now, currently, looking at the roadmap, Solana chain has been completed. In fact, that was what they started with. Recently, they have added the Binance Smart Chain, and then we are looking at further expansion with other chains that will be added. Already, I'm aware Arbitrum 1 is coming soon. The chances of even Tron network being added. And you know what happened when BSC was added? It increased the scope of operation and increased the daily returns. And of course, there's also an upcoming, the atomic arbitrage bot, and then the background liquidation bot, which are other products that will be added to the community to increase your experience and then your daily return. So you are in early, you are still very, very early. Look at this score. Jerry's score, and it's only 22 people on it. You know what that means? It means that a lot of people are yet to discover this technology, right? And you are in at the right time. Do not waste this time. So in brief, this is all what SMART is all about, right? Now, before I come to the audience and take some few questions, I promised that I was going to, share or prove some of the trades, all the trades they do, right? Let me quickly log into my account. Give me 1 minute, logging into my account. Let's check. Okay. Coming back to the screens. Here we have it. So now, I am back into my into the account of SmartBot, and I'd like to prove few things to you. Now, first of all, if you register and you have activated your bot, each time you want to check what is happening, just click on the MEV at the top there, click on the bot. It takes you straight into your account. Scroll down. If you are using phone, you have to scroll down. It will show you all the statistics, right? Even as we speak now, the bot is busily trading for us, right? Yesterday, we got 0.92%. Yesterday simply means that as at 4 p.m. this evening and 5 p.m. Nigeria time, the previous day had ended, and then there you have it, right? So this is the funds in my wallet. This is how much I got yesterday, and then this is how much has been accumulated today. Now, let's go back to the blockchain, something I love to do most. And then let's just try and prove, let's dare the system and see if genuinely what they claim they do actually exists. So, okay, so far today, as we have started, this is the total profit that they have already maxed in for us. That's in all, the entire community, we've made about $108,000. And then if you divide it per the number of active people, it means that on the average, depending on your capital, of course, we are getting like 18, dollars per head based on your capital. But now, what I want us to do is look at this. As we speak right now, just 1 second ago, there was a trade that was executed. And this is on the Solana chain, right? Let's check if for real this trade is what they claim it is. And I am taking you straight into the blockchain. Now we are on SolScan, right? This transaction happened a minute. Let me see. Look at the time here. Somebody check the time for me. This is 2038.
8:38.
Exactly. If you check your time now, 2038, 13 seconds is less than a minute ago, right? And I want you to take particular notice of the signer, which is the wallet that initiated the transaction, right? Now, let's look at something. I'd like to prove something. This is blockchain. You cannot edit what is here. Nobody can have anything at it. But what it did was it swapped, the WSO, it used the Radium exchange to buy something. Now, let's probe what it actually bought. Let's go in there. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So now it bought this token called retail. Retail, right? It bought retail for 1.227 so and got 2 point, is it 2 million? 2.6 million pieces of retail, right? Now let's look at the, let me go to the summary page and show you when it bought and when it sold. Okay, here. I'm coming. Give me 1 minute. Now, this, I'm coming. This amount of retail was bought at the rate of, no, let me rather give you the summary so I don't confuse you. Give me 1 minute. I want to give you the summary page to make it easier for understanding. Give me 1 minute. Now, look at something. This was the first score. The balance before. Look at it. Here, it sold 227, come in 1 minute. 222.7 worth of Solana, right? No, let me go this way rather. It spent 93.8 amount of Solana to buy this amount of what's the name? Retail. And at the end of the day, he sold it for what is this figure? Oh, come on. Okay, here. He sold it for 95.913 so, which means that he spent 93.8 so to buy the token and sell it and sold it for 95.10 so at the end of the day, bagging a profit of 1.22 Solana. Please, I am on the blockchain, I'm on the SoScan. I am not in the smart bot or the smart website, but I am on the blockchain. Why am I able to come up with this transaction? Because it is blockchain. It is blockchain. Another thing I want us to look at is, let's see if genuinely they have some small amount of funds sitting there in that wallet that initiated a contract. Let's look at something. So as we speak right now, give me 1 minute. There are over 20 Solana. Yes, 20.6 Solana sitting in this wallet. I'm coming. Let's look at something to where they actually funded this money from Bybit's hot wallet, right? Now, one thing I've realized about them is that if you see huge percentage in profit count, it mostly comes from the Binance Smart Chain. How did I get to know this? I'm coming. I want to take you. Oh, come on. My cursor. Okay, here. Let me take you to the smart chain and show you something. The last transaction that happened here was 13 hours ago. And that explains why profit margin has been a little bit slow. And what I want to prove here is for you to know that there's enough liquidity in this bot, or there's enough funds that has been put to work to do. Now, the last transaction it did, it kind of interacted with PancakeSwap, bought, sold, bought, sold, bought, sold, bought, sold. But I want us to look at the wallet address that actually did all these transactions. Give me 1 minute. Why do we need to prove all this? We need to prove this so you know that they are not just cooking the results. They are not putting figures into your account claiming that they are trading, but they are actually trading. We saw a while ago on Radium, and now we are seeing on PancakeSwap. Now let's look at something. Oh no, I think I clicked the wrong wallet. Give me 1 minute. Okay, that should be the wallet. Give me 1 minute. So we have 27.1 BNB sitting in this wallet, which is the wallet address they are using to trade. And this amounts to about $20,000 worth of BNB. Not only that, let me expand more. Let's look at all the assets it contains in this. Okay, this I think this will do. Look at it. There you have it, about $20,000 sitting right there in BNB. And then we have 20 of about $11,000. And then we have Spell, about $10,000. We have the USDC, about $7,000. Why do we need to prove all this to you? So you know that the guys are really engaged in trade. They are not faking it, guys. I've heard a lot of people come to say, Abajadri, how sure are you if genuinely there's even some money sitting in there? There is some money. Add all these things up, and we are close to about $50,000-$60,000 sitting right there on BNB chain alone. Talk less of their hot wallet, which is standing by to take care of withdrawals and all. And then we have about how many souls on the soul scan or on the Solana chain. All these things come together. You can, guys, I can provide you this. You can go and check all the transactions they are doing. Everything you need to know is on the chain. You cannot run from it, right? So this is the system we are inviting you to be part of. And of course, I can see some transactions here. Obviously, withdrawals ongoing, of course, by people because mostly out. The day is over, of course. People are withdrawing. So what we are presenting to you, I will not throw my weight behind something I cannot verify. They engage in real trade, and that is when they generate all these profits. Yeah, sometimes profits are not that good as a trader or as an investor. You want to wake up to like 10% in a day or maybe 20% and all that. But guys, come to think of it, this is not a get rich quick scheme. When the bot sees real opportunity, it's going to take it and then share the profits with all of us. And let me also touch on one more thing before we leave. For you to know that for those who have decided to actually put in more or take advantage of the platform, in the last 30 days alone, total revenue generated amounts to what? Over $10 million. Over $10 million. The total Sopi trades that the bots put together in the last 30 days is over $10 million. Now, when you go to the last 7 days, we are still 5, 4, 1. Sorry. We are still talking about, give me 1 minute. Somebody just distracted me with a call. Sorry about that. We are still talking about over $2.2 million in the last 7 days. In the last 7 days, over $2 million has been generated by these bots. And we are just 37,000 people. So guys, please, look into this. Don't sit on the fence. In the next few days to come, a lot of people are coming to see the truth behind what is being promoted here, and they're going to jump on board. And if they come to board, whom do you think they are going to jump to? Definitely not my team, but your team, only if you decide to pick it up and share. So basically, this is how the program works, and I would love to pause here to pave way for questions from my leaders. Of course, this is an in-house discussion. It's not an external presentation. This is our team. You have anything to ask, you have anything to say, kindly notify me by raising your hand, and I'm going to allow you speak. But then I cannot land without allowing my leaders, my leader Focus, And Pastor Mensah, I saw Pastor Mensah. Oh, wow, we have a legend in the house in the person of Mr. Bob Passing. Bob Passing, I'm glad you are on this call, sir. I'm a stout follower of you, and I just want to acknowledge your presence. So, Pastor Mensah and Leader Focus, I don't know if you have anything to say. You may unmute yourself and then add before I pave way for others. Oh, okay. I think Apostle 2 is here, and all the leaders are here actually. So, Focus, you have the opportunity. You can unmute yourself if you have anything to say. I can't see Pastor Mensah. Oh my God.
Please, I just got in, so let Pastor Vincent take over or speak, and then let
Pastor
me set
Mensah, if
up
you
and
can
then.
raise your hand for
All
me.
right, all right, all right. I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Ooh, Anansi Acheme, sorry. Wonderful. Okay, the way I was sitting is not helping the blood flow in my leg. Okay, so guys, sorry. For
Yes.
those of you who don't understand the tree, sorry. So I don't even know what to say because you've proven that they are trading on the blockchain. They are trading. I mean, now this time around, we want to know how these projects generate their monies. That has been our worries. Now, everyone here is a networker. We have all the big guys here,
Mm,
and we've seen a lot in this space. We've seen our fingers being burnt a couple of times without number. People are already tired of projects. So, myself, my brother Jerry, and Focus, we are trying to always sit back and do the best of due diligence and see that any project is actually generating profits. Like actually, they are generating real profits. In fact, if any project can be sustained, they should generate real profits. And that is all we were trying to find out before we promote this project.
exactly.
So, is that an awesome presentation? It is a user-friendly web app, easy to deposit, easy to connect. It's not anything difficult. Deposit your money, activate your bot, go to bed, let the bot work for you. I mean, it's as simple as that.
Mm,
Now, the little bit I want to add to what he has said so far, he didn't really talk about the risk aspect of it. So I know a lot of people are waiting for it.
yes,
People, what is the risk in this? The risk in this is that life is full of risk.
of course.
And you can't run it. It is 100%. You can't even promise whether you are going to wake up tomorrow morning. So who am I to tell you that I have 100% guarantee of an investment, which is a system someone has built? Now, what we can do is to do due diligence to make sure that the risk is worth the reward. That's all we've done.
Exactly.
We are not God to come and give anybody 100% guarantee. We have seen an opportunity. All of us are networkers. All of us are looking for money. All of us want to make money. And so we are sharing what we have found. We are telling you what we've done, the checks we've done, and the reason why we are sharing with you. That's all. So I'm
Awesome.
making money with this system. Yeah, it looks pretty legit. Come and join me. The message is very simple. Go back, do your own due diligence, go to whatever, find out whatever you want to find out, and come and activate your bot and seize the.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for please, if anybody has any question at all, you may want to raise your hand. So I give you all my leaders in the house. You have something to
Opportunity
say.
whilst it is at hand because to get to. So if you are here, you are among all people most fortunate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So hi Bob. Good day to you. Good to have you. You have my permission to unmute your mic, Bob. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, I got in late. What's the cost of the bot?
Okay. the cost for activating the bot currently is at $20 promotional price, which will soon go up to about $49 in August. But then the ultimate cost is $100 lifetime.
Okay. And then once again, I got in late. Is there any compensation plan, referral compensation plan?
Yes, there is. So you you earn 10% on your direct referrals daily profits, and then you earn 5% on your level 2 or to levels 20,
Oh, okay.
compensation
All
plan.
right.
And it also
Okay.
follows the same similar to like what we do on the other side. When you want to earn on your immediate level, you need $100 personal
Yeah.
deposit.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I
In
got it.
that
Okay.
other, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Good to have you here, sir. I'm pleased. Okay, so my leader, pardon. Good evening to you, my brother. You have the floor now. Let's hear from you.
Um, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
So, I have a question that has been asked to me with my colleagues here in Zimbabwe. They
Okay,
were talking about what the contracts. What
okay,
is really the effect of the contract? Is it on the splitting of profits only, or it has other effects?
okay. Thank you.
What is really the significance of contract?
Okay, so first of all, there are different aspects of. Let me take you back to the blockchain. There was something I failed to touch on. If you look at the transaction history on SoulScan, you realize that it tells you at the point that it was a contract call, a system program. I'm coming. Let me share my screen and prove that to you. Now, when it comes to trading, I could actually trade manually. I could manually trade. But when you look at this owner, right? If you look at the owner aspect, it has a system trade. It is a smart contract that even identifies the opportunity to act on it. Secondly, when you place withdrawal, you realize that withdrawal takes 3 seconds to hit your wallet, and there's no human being who can be awake at that time to handle or process your withdrawal that fast. So there are different aspects of the contract. One, for profit splitting is also part of the work of the contract. Two, even the bot itself is running on a contract. So what is a smart contract? It's a set of rules that should self-execute, right? When certain conditions are met. So for instance, in a smart contract, I say if Padding puts $200 into the program, whatever profit comes from the pool, determine his percentage and send it to him. Now, these conditions must be met. You put in this money, profit is generated, and then your percentage is determined and paid to you. That is the work of a smart contract. So the work is broad, from execution of the trade to management of wallets and paying you, and any other thing is put into a smart contract.
Okay, so it doesn't affect the withdrawals unless it is the compounding effect.
No, the withdrawals are instant, and always once you have money in your account and you issue withdrawal. So that's another if and then. If you have money, then you place withdrawal, a smart contract takes care of it.
Okay. So
Secondly,
that was my
if you
question.
choose one day, then the smart contract knows that you have entered into contract to split 50% of your profit. So they split 50% and take 50%. If you choose 7 days, that's a contract you are taking right there. And because it is self-executory, that is why we call it a smart contract.
Okay, so I have another question on funded leaders. Since the boat is going to the price of the boat is going to increase, are they safe in terms of what can I say, in terms of the activation of the accounts? Is
No,
there need to load the money again, or it's settled?
no. So once your account is activated, your account is already activated. Even if the new activation takes, each activation is for life. Once your bot is activated, it's for life, right? Even if your contract ends, you don't pay to take another contract because you have already activated your bot. So the new price doesn't affect you. It only affects those who are yet to activate, and it doesn't affect you as a leader.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Okay, any other question, and any of my leaders still in the house, please let me hear from you, or if you have anything. Bashiru, I see you in the house. Good evening to you. Oh, Mayor, please, Mayor, if you're in the house, Mayor is actually my upline who saw this opportunity and brought me in. Mayor, good evening to you. Please, if you're in the house, unmute your mic and let's hear from you.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Yeah,
Good evening, Jerry.
yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Hope you can hear me.
Yes, you can.